If there's one important thing when it comes to scaling a brand to $500,000 a month, a million, 2 million, $5 million a month, it's not only marketing and positioning, that's really important, but it's also the way that you structure and test your creatives. How do you come up with winning creatives every single day? Well, in this video, I'm gonna show you the exact same creative AI tool that is absolutely amazing. I highly recommend it. I use it for all of my clients of how we actually find winning concepts, winning hooks, winning ads, viral trends that are working today and not yesterday, which is detrimental if you're in the marketing space. So I'm gonna go through this tool, and at the same time I'm going to bring you through our entire creative testing tracker, which is the same tracker that we use to understand what creatives work, which don't work, and how we can replicate success over and over again in a very systematic way. Hopefully it didn't lose you there, but let me show you and share my screen so that I can show you some things and go over some really fun stuff. As usual, before we move on, let me actually just show you the proof. This is just a quick client testimonial, or not testimonial, but a little case study where we scaled them to around $40,000 a day. Let me just refresh so you know this is real. And we've used this exact same process with them and also pretty much all of our other clients, because the tools that I'm going to show you right now are absolutely amazing. And I've actually also mentioned them in other YouTube videos. But let me just start with what the tool is. This is Archer, and what I want to do in this video is bring you through my exact process and thought process, most importantly, so you understand the framework of how I look and use look ads and use these tools. Is I'm going to show you the process of how I would funnel hack companies, how I would come up with ideas, what I would look for, what things I should do, and when. Okay. And so first of all, Asha is basically a tool that allows you to funnel hack the entire competition, market, landing pages, ads, scripts. And what it does is that it also creates similar scripts for you. So for example, if you just love this video ad, you can just click on it and it will bring you to the ad. You can, first of all, you can download the video if you want, and then you could add tags, whatever, but also you can transcribe the script. Okay, so what you can do here is, let's just assume that we're going after a beauty company and we're selling this sculptor, and this is one of our best competitors. What you can do is, within this tool, which is absolutely amazing, is that you can follow the brand, and if you follow the brand, you will have access to this extra little dashboard over here, and this is where you can track all of the best winning landing pages. As you can see, they're sending 35% or more of their traffic to this specific landing page, which we can just clearly open and see what they're doing. And so as you can see here, it seems like they're running some sort of listicle landing page where they talk about, top 5 reasons or whatever. And so this is a great way to understand what offers they're running, what's their funnel, where they're redirecting most of their traffic, and this is really important. So let me actually just take a step back and show you one of the sheets that we use at the agency to track tests and first of all track competitors. Okay, so let me actually show you this first. So why am I showing you this? What I want to do in this video is show you how we track competitors, what to look for, how to funnel hack companies, so you can do the same with your e-commerce brand and come up with new ideas every single month or every single week. And then I'm going to show you how to track creative tests once you have those ideas, right? Because the concept here is that you track competitors to come up with winning ideas yourself. Once you have the winning ideas and marketing angles that you know work, then you can pretty much build your own. But how do you build your own? Well, you have to do it in a systematic way, and I'm going to show you a couple sheets which I can also give you access if you ask for it. And also another sheet that's really going to be helpful. Okay, so first of all, we go over here, we track the landing pages. What I would do first of all is pretty much, since this is a very popular landing page for them, I would go in my sheet, in the competitor section, my Derma Dream. This is them, landing page over here, boom. And then we can also kind of like, not really a breakdown, but just do notes and write down things like they are redirecting traffic to an advertorial, if I can spell, yes. And then we can go back over here and we can pretty much also understand the distribution between videos and images, which is very fundamental. Why is this important? Well, because if they're spending in 2,477 ads, and we can also filter by active ads, just to make sure that we're filtering by active ads, almost 2,500 ads. So they're definitely doing something right. They're probably doing 7 figures a month in revenue. So they're a multi-8-figure company. So I would definitely, make conclusions based on what I'm seeing over here. So we can also add over here that they're running 70% of videos and 30% of images. So this is kind of the proportion that they're going after. Go back over here, 70% videos and 30% images. Boom, good to note. And then let's just see, ad links. So here we can just start tracking some ads that are working very well so that later on we can kind of like explore what they're doing. And so one thing that I love to do here with this tool is that you can filter by longest running ads, okay? And this will allow you to understand exactly the ads that have been running the most. And typically what happens is that as you scale, ads get just burnt, but the ones that stick are of course the profitable ones. So this ad has been running for like 8-9 months, January, right? And so this basically means that these ads are, if they're not turning them off, as you can see, it's green, it's active. It means that they're still generating revenue and profit for them, which is really, really important. So one thing that I would do is, let's just say we're going after this device over here. So we can just click over here, copy the link. And of course we can what I would do is actually take my time and study the ones that are, you think you could reproduce as well, right? Because some of these are maybe just too much of a high level for you in terms of resources, because they have a lot. And so just based on what resources you have, I would just also choose the ones. But filter by longest running ad, this is really, really important. So you would go over here and just track your ad results over here. Just bear with me, I'm going to show you some other things that are really, really high level in just a second to help you with creative tests. And then what you like about the ad, you can write your observation. And then most importantly, this is really, 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 really important. Extremely important, because this will dictate your success. If you don't understand how to scale with marketing angles, your ads are not going to work, because you can spend all the time that you want building different creative concepts, but if you don't crack the code with winning marketing angle, then it's going to be very hard. So what marketing angle are they promoting? Okay, so we have to read a little bit here. I even got a text. Let me see. Let me doing this with you, right? If I wasn't in menopause, I would be pregnant. This device lifted my skin and gave it a glow I never had before. Let's see what the ad says.
I'm 61 years young, and I'm here to share do's and don'ts that help me age gracefully. I don't do Botox, neither facial surgery.
So this could be an angle over here. If I can pause this ad.
Microcurrent.
Let's just take a look at another one, and bear with me.
This device has been breaking the internet. It's supposed to snatch your face and lift.
Non-surgical way to get an instant neck lift. So what they're doing here, and hopefully you're still with me, is that they're doing non-surgical. So basically they're promoting the angle of basically, where's the sheet? Of just use a natural way to lift your skin. So wrong column. Natural remedy to lift your skin. And so this is one angle, right? The angle could be, the marketing angle could be, instead of going and doing your surgery, which has very negative effects, use this natural remedy, which you can use 10 minutes every single morning, and it will, make a major impact within how you see your neck or whatever. So this would be another example. Another example that I think I remember that they were using is just jawline. Okay, so they were basically basing their creative on the jawline. You want to have a good jawline. Another one that I saw was basically cheekbones. And so basically the cheekbone area. And another one that I really liked is basically the turkey neck. And so they were essentially saying, when you get 40, 50, 60 years old, you essentially have this turkey neck. And women obviously don't like it. So this is a very big pain point for 40, 50, 60-year-old. Another angle that I saw that they were doing, I think most of them, I think most of these creatives are based on 40 plus year olds. But I also saw another competitor called Lumina, something like this. There they are. They're also doing quite well. They have 250 active ads, which probably means that they're spending north of $150,000 to $200,000 a month. So they're probably close to 7-figure months, if not over 7-figure months for sure. And what they're doing here is that they see double chin. Double chin is also a marketing angle. And so what I would, going back to the sheet over here, I would add company, Luminesh, whatever they were called. I would put the ad link over here, and I would also add double chin. And so what I'm doing here is I'm collecting data, right? This is very easy. This is third grade level, but I'm showing you what you should look for and what aspects of an advertising campaign you should actually analyze. The hook, the marketing angle is the most important thing. So now that you understand how to use this tool, which is very, very helpful, now let's move on. Now that we have an idea of what our competitors are doing and we kind of got inspiration from them, we can actually come up with our own creative tests, which I like to structure over here. Now, before I move on and show you, I also have another really cool sheet to show you, so stick with me. Before I show you how we structure our creative testing so that we can understand what is actually working, we have to understand that most people, and why they are not able to scale, is because they're not able to track their numbers. Okay, so what we're doing here is essentially within each test that we create, we are going to track every single number within the ad account. So spend, ROAS, CTR, cost per click, conversion rate, AOV, CPM, hook rate, and hold rate. And these are, of course, detrimental to also understand the success of the video if they're doing well. And of course, ROAS is one of our North Star metrics. Why do we do this? Well, we want to do this because each concept that we test which by the way, each concept that we test is like several, like 3 to 5 video ads, right? I'm going to show you how we structure it later on. And don't worry, everything will be clear. But what we do is basically, we do this to track performance so that we can also create graphical representations of what hooks work, what is our win rate, meaning if we test 10 ad sets or 10 marketing angles, what is our win rate? In this case, it's like whatever, 10%. These are like some random charts. What is the distribution between video ads and images that we're testing? Because of course we're putting labels. And so this is a very organized way, a neat way to kind of just look at a dashboard and say, okay, this is what is working. This is the type of marketing angle that is working and that is the most profitable for us. And then of course we track results over here. So a win, to be determined, a loser. This is also like random. This should probably be a win over here. And this is like a break even, let's just say, because the break even is 1.5, right? So we basically, you can fill this up maybe once a week, twice a week. You can have a VA do this for you every single day if you want, but this is a very systematic way. Now, this is really important. Once we come up with, we did a bunch of competitive research and we basically came up with new ad ideas and creatives and marketing angles. Then once again, one marketing angle will be one row. And what we do here is that we fill up all these columns, but then we have a full creative test. And this is basically another sheet that I created, which you can just open. And it's gonna basically link you to the entire creative test. So what is a creative test? Basically over here, this is where it's gonna link us to. This is another sheet. Let me just show you how it works. Each sheet is basically a product. So each product is a sheet. And if we have another product that we're testing, it's essentially gonna be the same exact sheet that you see over here, but just it's gonna be its own individual sheet. A dedicated sheet for the product, okay? And so this keeps things very organized. And so what we want to do here is that as we clicked on this link, essentially it's going to bring us to this, the entire test. And what is the test? It's basically, the 3 videos, 2 ad copies, and 2 headlines. Okay, so this is a 3-2-2 methodology. You might have heard of this before. We've actually gradually started implementing this for other clients as well. Not all of them, but for most of them, and it's working very well. So the idea here is that for every test that you go and test on your ad account, you test 3 videos, 2 ad copies, and 2 headlines with the flexible or like the dynamic creative. And so you basically let Facebook choose where it wants to spend. And so of course, once again here, since if we add all of the information here, it would get very easily cluttered. Once again, if you click over here, it's going to bring you over here, and you're going to see the angle as well, the marketing angle, and just how we're presenting ourselves to the market, which avatar customers. So in this example, we're going for the natural solution, no surgery. And so basically it's going to be natural solution without need of surgery. What's the main emotion or desire where it's being worried or scared because you don't want to get surgery and get, essentially ruin your neck or whatever. This is for 40 plus women. And then the messaging is forget about expensive and unsafe surgery, use a natural solution that can bring you back in time. And so what essentially we're doing here is organizing everything. And then of course we can put our feedback here, and then we can approve the status of each video, creative, and headline and everything. And once everything is approved, this is probably gonna go in your ad account, right? And then you can track the performance in the ad account and of course track it over here. Now this is a very neat and organized way. Same thing with copy, you write them over here. It's the same thing, you just fill it up. And then of course I don't have the links here, but these would be the links of the actual video ads, okay? So this is how it should look like. This allows us to streamline the process and organize everything. Now we could actually add all of this information into this other sheet, but it's just like it would just be too much information into one, and so we just kind of like organize it here. Also because ideally, like for the facial sculptor, for example, we would end up having so many tests, and so it would just be too confusing if we have it in one. So this is how we organized it. And once again, the power of the strategy is to keep every single angle organized. As you can see, the double chin angle, the spot treatment at home to save money angle, turkey neck angle, facelift before night out. This is an amazing one I would test. Like if we want to do a night out, this is for like 20 to 35 year olds, which is not exactly what they're doing because they're doing like 40, 60 targeting. but it's maybe more what they're doing. They're targeting like a lower demographic, and so you basically the angle is like, instead, before going out, do a facelift within 10 minutes. So this is a very good one. And this is how I would structure it. And once again, the powerful thing about this sheet is that you get to track all of these metrics, and that are also color coded. Okay, they're color coded, and we can understand exactly from within 30 seconds we can understand what angles are working and what we can double down on. And this section over here, these are basically notes and learnings and next tests, because the worst thing that you can do is hope that something sticks on the wall, as I said before, and then you don't really have a strategy to test next things. And so here you would write your notes and say, this is what I want to test next, maybe a different hook, and then you have it there and you can come back to it. And basically this is like documenting your entire creative, like your entire business from a creative infrastructure and standpoint. You're tracking all of your creatives, and you know exactly what works and what are the next steps, so that you never end up in a position where you have zero understanding of what's going on creatively, but also in a position where you have zero ideas of what to do next, which is the worst if you're trying to scale profitably and increase your ad spend. So this is it for this video. Let me know if this was valuable. Hopefully it was. I did speak and touch base on different things, like the Archer tool, which is amazing. And by the way, they're also doing another feature where it's basically in the analytics, where eventually they're going to do something like this that I'm building here, but it's going to be like all like through AI and graphic, like graphs, easy to understand graphs. And so they're actually working on it. Very excited about that. But this is the process that we're using right now. Hopefully you saw some value in this video. If you own an e-commerce business that's doing at least $50,000 to $100,000 a month, and you want to be part of a growth team that is very, very hungry, and we still have some spots open, maybe within the next month before Q4 begins. And so if you're interested, you can book a call with me or one of my team members, and then we can discuss if it actually makes sense to partner up. That's it. Let me know if you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, ring a bell. Bye.